So far we've been working with a sales path that is extremely basic. It has a start point and it has an end point. But the reality of a sales process is that there are typically a lot more steps than just a start point and an end point. In fact, if you only have a start point and an end point, you probably don't need a CRM. But that also means you'd be leaving a lot of low-hanging fruit just waiting to be snatched by using a more effective, systematic sales process. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the steps you need to follow in order to set up a more complex, systematic sales process using the CRM and sales paths. So the first thing we're going to do is go into our sales path and add a new status point to our sales path. So come back down to Manage Sales Path. And again, make sure you're working on the correct funnel and the correct sales path. Then you just come over to Status Point and click on this icon. And I'll call this one Introductions. Of course, you can name this anything you choose. And click Submit. And now you can see that a new status point has been added to our sales path. You're able to take this status point and move it to any point on the sales path by simply clicking and dragging to move the status point. So I'm just going to take this and move it into this position, and you see that it repositions itself automatically as soon as I let go of the mouse. Now I've gone ahead and added more status points on my sales path, and now I can go ahead and add tasks to each one of these points on the sales path. But it's critical to remember that this is not just a point-and-click passive type of sales path. This is an active sales path. So as soon as the tasks are completed at this status point, the sales path will automatically index to the next status point. And when it indexes to the next status point, it will trigger the automated tasks associated with that status point. So if you have sales calls that need to be made, literature that needs to be sent out, or automated emails that need to be fired off, the system will do it automatically and keep you on a systematic sales process for all of your prospects, for all of your sales activities. And just as we did before, all you have to do is click on the task icon and you get to add a task. You can use the preloaded tasks that are already in your CRM, such as follow-up phone call. And then you can assign it to the responsible person. In this example, I have 3 people loaded into my system, but I also want you to notice that we have 3 other variables here. One is called primary, one is technical, one is support. These are dynamic assignments, and I'll talk about these dynamic assignments in a different video. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to assign this to a specific person. If you want, you can add in a description. And here you can see what status point this task is going to be attached to. Typically, you're going to leave it at the status point in which you created the task, but you can always move it from status point to status point if you choose. And now the last thing I'm going to do is set my delay. This is a very important part of the task because this sets the schedule. Keep in mind that you can have 4, 5, 8 different tasks, all assigned to the same person, all at the same status point on your sales path. When the sales path indexes to the status point that this task is attached to, it will automatically assign it to the appropriate person. The delay will be the amount of time that the person has to complete the task. So if this task has a 2-day delay, that means the task will get assigned at the point in time in which the status point is indexed, and then the person has 2 days from that point in time to get it done. This will become a little bit more clear as you look at the Open Tasks video and see how we organize and structure all the open tasks for all your people. I went ahead and added more tasks to my sales path. So you can see that at the start point, I'm going to be automatically sending 3 emails. In other words, I have a 3 email autoresponder sequence scheduled to go out automatically as soon as someone is added to this funnel and this sales path. Now after those 3 emails are completed, it's going to index to the next step, and we're going to do a follow-up phone call. We're going to mail product literature, and after that, an automatic email is going to be sent out. We'll index again to the next step, and you'll see that we have a sales call scheduled. Then we have 4 more automatic emails. In other words, we have another 4 email autoresponder sequence. And when that is done, we'll do a follow-up phone call. And now you can see how we've created an all-encompassing, multifaceted sales process that leverages your business and grows your income. And now I'll show you how the sales path works in action after we have it all loaded. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a new customer. And I'm going to assign him to the super widget funnel and to the domestic sales path. And now as you come down to the first point in the sales path, you see that it's already indexed to this point, and it also shows you the date that this point on the sales path was achieved. When you come down below, you'll see that there are 3 open tasks. All of them are automated emails. Now once these emails are sent, it will index automatically to the next point on your sales path. And you can see that this is scheduled to be done by August 17th. Of course, we're going to cheat on our timeline just a little bit to get this video completed. What I'm going to do for the sake of expediency is simply close these tasks off so that you can see how the system will index. This will basically tell the system that these tasks are completed. And now if we come back up here, you'll see that we've indexed to the next point. It records the date that it was indexed to this point. And you'll also see that we have new open tasks. We have a follow-up phone call. We need to mail the product literature. And then we have another automated email scheduled to go out. Again, once we complete these tasks, it will then index to the next point and then automatically assign those tasks to be completed. This is how the Premium WebCart CRM becomes part of your sales process and actually automates your sales process by doing automatic creation of tasks, automatic sending of emails, automatic sending and creation of documents. This is just the leverage your business needs to take it to the next level.